just tipped off. Masconomet High School versus our Highlanders. Just to let you know, the Masconomet team coming in today, the visiting team, they are undefeated on the season. They are loaded with talent. They are wearing the all-red uniforms right now, as opposed to our side, the Highlander boys wearing the white jerseys. This team in all red, Masconomet, highly ranked. They're undefeated. 9 wins and 0 losses. And they have been playing absolutely terrific soccer this fall. Our Highlanders reeling from last year's state final match are 2 wins and 6 losses. And they are in jeopardy playing yet another highly ranked, talent-laden team in Eastern Massachusetts this afternoon, and they are in jeopardy of going 2-7. So after eight matches, our Highlanders again are 2 wins and 6 losses. They're really having a tough time putting it together with this group of underclassmen. Masconomet just cruising. And the advantage Masconomet has here is their height also. Not only are they loaded with talent, but this team in all red, the all red uniforms, Masconomet High School, they are extremely tall in height. Pretty much all 10 players outside of the goal area, well over 6 feet from what we've been viewing during pregame. And they are moving the ball extremely well. I look for them right here in the first week of October to advance deep in this state tournament in November. They are that good. My name is Tim Cronin. On camera, Mr. Bill Trudell. This is Educational Channel 15 bringing you varsity soccer for the boys here at Dilboy Stadium. Our Highlanders wearing all white jerseys. And again, the opposition, Masconomet High School, wearing the all red uniforms, just to differentiate. If somehow, some way, the Highlanders can finally put it together this afternoon, it would absolutely be a thrilling jumpstart to the second half of their season, which comprises the month of October. And right now, the Highlanders have possession. Sophomore number 21, Spencer Pitkin, will go right to work. Set piece, 50 yards out, and he will send this ball in front of the Masconomet goal. Incoming, our gate is there, and cleared by Masconomet. Nice to see a little bit of Highlander pressure. We play on, little give and go. Jose Ayala with Ethan Sweeting. Masconomet now trying to start an attack. The Highlanders doing a nice job here at midfield. Paulo Andrade working with Jonathan Argueta. Ethan. Paulo. Series. Pedro, someone shoot. And it would have been nice to see Siri shoot when he had the opportunity there. Masconomet with their height, though, they can seal up that back line very easily with that advantage. Kind of a cool afternoon here. Autumn season in full force. The sun is hiding. Looks like Coach Tiago, as opposed to our last broadcast, he's back on the sideline. Welcome back, Tiago. And onside, Masco, but not a clean shot. Luke with the save. Luke in goal this afternoon. And for the first time in several years, the Highlanders, after this 2-6 start, I don't think they have high expectations. But again, a win today can spark them. Is it possible? I'm sure it is, but it's going to be awfully difficult. Argata and the offside called on Sarthak. And the goalkeeper for Masconomet is Erico Caserta. We'll just call him Erico for this match. Jose Ayala, the very speedy Jose Ayala, playing a little bit of left wing. Spencer, Ethan, Elliott, Jamie, and the possession for the Highlanders.
Let's go, let's go!
This Masconomet team, as I've mentioned, undefeated. A few of the student body here from their high school showing their enthusiasm. And they are already state tournament bound, and they will be highly seeded in the North pairing, Division I. And they'll be one of the favorites, if not the favorite to win the North sectional if they keep going the way they are. And it's a huge switch between the two schools. Last year, actually the last several years, it was the Highlanders that were the top dog, of course, as we all know. In the North, they are the two-time defending North sectional champions. But now the reloading year for the Highlanders. A little bit of a rebuild. Masconomet, like Lexington, who we were able to broadcast earlier in September, this year is the year to try to meet their aspirations, and that is to advance deep in the tournament. And on the attack here, Masconomet again. See number 24, Aiden Hart. Nice move, shot taken, and just right of the post. And that looked like number 14 on the shot, Justin D'Orlando. Luke in goal. He's going to have to be ever ready and vigilant this afternoon. Masconomet, they're on the hunt. The longer the Highlanders can keep this match scoreless, the better for them. They are, believe it or not, the underdog this afternoon. And the last time they were an underdog in a match, I wouldn't even venture to guess. I believe that for the majority of the time, which I've been broadcasting these last several years, the Highlanders have always been the favorites, except for maybe a few times earlier on in their state tournament appearances since my broadcast. They played Lincoln Sudbury 1 year, 5 years ago, and lost to them. Lincoln Sudbury was the favorite. Actually, they were two evenly matched teams, so I really shouldn't even say that. And they played a team out of Brookline after that in the state tournament. We all remember that match. But again, for the first time in so many years, our Highlanders not figured to be victorious this afternoon at all. And we'll see how they can step up to the plate. Nice to see the Highlanders putting a little bit of pressure on Masconomet. Elliott sending that ball to the right side. Sarthak there. And again, number 7 for Masco. His name is Caleb Hanna. He uses that height advantage to defend, but Sarthak winning the ball here for the Highlanders. David Mitchell, B.J. Mueller, Peter Magner, Steve Russo, and Alberto Russo, the coaches from Masconomet, Mitchell being the head man. Goal kick for Masconomet. Date today is October 3rd. So the month of October, that's the real big month in the fall high school varsity soccer. September is the majority of the first half of the season, but October is when your team really comes together, hopefully. And then you know what kind of a team you have by October. The Highlanders can change all of September this afternoon with an impressive showing this afternoon. They need the victory. Spencer Pitkin will march over to the corner where he will perform the throw-in. Near the corner, I should say. The far end of the track there, he'll take his running start. Ball tossed. And again, on these little set pieces here, or throw-ins from the offensive zone there, the height advantage for Masconomet is quite prevalent. And it's nice to see the Highlanders competing with them. It's actually been a fairly even match thus far. However, Masco on the attack now. The cross made, and is there a goal kick here? Did he cross the line? I think he did, or the ball rather. And the Highlanders will set the ball. We play on. The Highlanders need to be efficient on their passing. And a nice attack there for the Highlanders. Just didn't work out in the end there. And we have jersey number 23 out there in the field. And his name is Yoni Rivera. Yoni Rivera. Where's he from? No. Yoni Rivera, we're told. I'm sorry for the discussion, folks. I am just told Yoni Rivera, number 23, received a waiver from the MIAA. He's from Ecuador. He could be from Ecuador, we're told. Welcome to the team, Yoni. And there he is again, number 23. Joined Somerville High School recently. Now a member of the team. And that's almost a goal for Boyo. Alex Galdamez. Very close. Number 26 freshman almost popped it over the goalkeeper, Erico, but Erico able to get a hands on it and popped it right over the crossbar. So the Highlanders competing with Masconomet this afternoon, the undefeated Masconomet team. And their goalkeeper, Erico, making a brilliant save. Boyo, Alex Galdamez, freshman. Doing his thing. And again, some of these freshmen and sophomores, once they start coming into their own for the Highlanders, watch out. We call this season a reloading season or a rebuild. And if that's true, which it has been thus far, watch out next year, watch out the year after. The Highlanders very definitely could be back on the top of that mountain. Yoni Rivera out of Ecuador finding his place now, possibly from Ecuador, somewhere in South America. Finding his place as a member of Somerville High School student and an athlete here on the Varsity Highlanders soccer team. And this is the best I've seen the Highlanders play thus far since we began the season. Just maybe they can find their way here. Wednesday's match versus Peabody was postponed because of weather. And that Peabody match will take place, we're told, on October 27th. And can the Highlanders keep playing at this high level all afternoon? We're only 20 minutes into the match. It's an 80-minute half, of course. It comprises two 40-minute halves. And it looks like opportunity knocking now from Masconomet. They've earned themselves that all-important set piece. which is a corner kick. And with their height, Masconomet just absolutely thrives on the corner kick. And we'll see the execution here. Ball in air. And after the foul, the Highlanders will have the possession. We play on. Jamie Keegan, Yoni, Jonathan Argueta, Pedro, Boyo, Ethan, and trying to thread the needle there. However, offside was Masconomet. Nice little feed through the middle. The attacker up front from Masconomet just offside. He wears jersey number 25. Blaise Romanowski. Now Spencer from midfield will strike this ball into the Masconomet box. Incoming. Jason Montiel, number 15, getting a piece of that. Ethan strike over the goal. Matthew Sousa, Sarthak, and it looks like Paolo coming back into the match here. You can see a few of the players switching positions here. You had Jose Ayala on the wing for a little while there. You have now Paolo playing some midfield. And it looks like Sarthak is at the left back position. Coach George trying to change things up, try to jumpstart his team, try some new positions. And now we're told Yoni is from Guatemala, so we apologize for the Ecuador. And so he's from Guatemala. His name is Yoni Rivera. Well, I guess it's close enough to South America, Central America, right? Guatemala. So we play on. And a couple of substitutions here. Boyo taking a break. One of the players from Masconomet stepping off for a while. Highlanders back on the attack here. Love the way they're playing. The mighty Masconomet high school team. Pedro trying to go to work. He's playing some better soccer this afternoon. Series Odovan is there. Jason Montiel, shot by Paolo. Erico with the save. Nice hard shot by Paolo. Masconomet student body here. Well into this match. You can hear much of the chanting and jeering from the fans. It's nice when you're at a stadium and there's a lot of enthusiasm from the crowd. More substitutions here. You can see Paolo just moved up to the attack position. Sarthak on the wing. And now Masconomet trying to set things up. Just under 14 minutes to go here, first half. And the Highlanders keeping the scoreboards at 0-0 thus far. Credit them. Wouldn't be a bad thing if we went to halftime 0-0. It would give the Highlanders the confidence they need. They know they can play with the top team in Eastern Massachusetts and in the state of Massachusetts, I should say. The lead by Pedro just a little too far. Nice effort there. Masco now, counter-attack, ball placed in the corner. Elliott there. Jose Ayala coming back into the match. Sarthak will skate off. A lot of substitutions for Coach George here. Keep his guys fresh legs. His three players on the back line are pretty much mainstays for the whole match. Elliott, Jamie, and of course Spencer. Now that they get closer to us, we can just see again how tall in height and stature these players from Masconomet are. And that height advantage, especially in a state tournament, is just vital in high school soccer. Any ball that's up in the air, again, especially off of a set piece, the team with the height, without question, can be the first touching it. And that's the difference usually in a match, that first touch on the ball. Spencer. George wants him to play quickly. We're down to 11 minutes approximately to go here, first half. Clearing the ball, Masco. Jamie now receives from Elliott. He'll drive that ball down. And just a great first half here for the Highlanders. Can they hold it now for the rest of the time, which is 10.5 to go? Masconomet now looking to set something up from the sideline. The Highlanders again defending well, making it oh so difficult on them. Nice pass inside. Luke is there to scoop that. And I'm going to say this again. This is the best the Highlanders have looked this year. They were extremely sluggish versus Lexington earlier in the week when they played on Monday. They suffered a tough loss to Everett. And several more substitutions here. Boyo and Matt up front. Down to 9 minutes to go first half. Jonathan Argueta trying to set up that attack from the midfield. Jamie now stepping up. Ethan. Jason in the corner. Again, this would be huge if the Highlanders could pull this off. Down to 8 minutes to go first half. The number one name of the game is to try to keep Masconomet off the scoreboard as long as they can. And they have under 8 minutes to do this, at least for the first half. Jose, Matthew, Jonathan, Pedro. So a set piece here. Spencer. Incoming, Ethan. Oh, Boyo is there. Jason, oh my goodness. And they almost had a huge opportunity there. Spencer put that right in the perfect place. 6.5 minutes to go first half. And again, the Highlanders looking a little bit like the old Highlanders that we're used to. Pedro now trying to set things up. Jose, Ethan, Jonathan, Pedro, get on that. Jose is there. And Pedro doing a nice job hustling the ball back. Jose crosses. And now Masconomet looking for that counterattack. Spencer there for the stop. Alex, Boyo, Galdamez. Matthew, back and forth action. Quality soccer all around. Nice little flip from Jason to Elliott. Pedro receives. Spencer. And again, the Highlanders on the attack. And this is not the soccer we have seen, at least while we've been broadcasting. Malden, Everett, Lexington, very, very tough afternoons for Educational Channel 15. Not seeing the quality soccer that we're used to seeing, but today the Highlanders trying to put it together. Luke with a great save. As I was saying all this, there was an impressive attack, of course, by Masconomet. And they almost scored. Good job in net, Luke. We're down to 4.5 minutes to go first half. Number one goal here, keep Masconomet off of the scoreboard throughout the first half. Jamie clears. Matthew is there. That ball booted away, so the Highlanders will set things up. Jose, Matthew, Pedro. He'll shoot. Not the worst decision in the world there. He didn't have a lot of people to go to with the ball. Jamie. You see Sarthak hustling back. Jamie tried to get rid of it. Elliott is there. We're down to 3.5 minutes to go first half. And the Highlanders going toe-to-toe with this Masconomet team. You actually could make an argument that they've outplayed them a little bit. A Highlander coaching staff. Joseph Abrantes, we all remember him helping out Tiago and Coach George. They've got to be happy with the way this first half has gone. So we're under 3 minutes to go in the first half, 0-0 on the scoreboard, which is good news for our team. Masco now, number 14 again, Justin D'Orlando from the corner. He'll cross. Shot taken way off. That was number 18 for Masconomet. Greg Doherty, one of the captains. Luke with a goal kick. Boyo coming off. Matthew coming off. Palos and Series back in. And we're approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half. And Erico coming out of his net, scooping that. Mr. Bill Trudell working that camera here. Kind of cold out here today. And here's an attack. Is he onside? He is. And wide of the goal. That was number 18, Greg Doherty again. And he was onside receiving that pass, and I think he kind of, for lack of a better term, kind of messed that one up a little bit. He had a huge opportunity there, and he let the ball go wide of the goal to make the angle for his shot an extremely low percentage one. We will take that, of course. Here's Doherty again, and he flips it over the goalkeeper, Luke. He had a second chance, and he didn't mess that one up. 1-0 Masconomet right before the half. After we just started talking about the way he made a mistake on the first ball, he gets another chance, and he makes good. 1-0 Masconomet, and such a tough end of the first half for the Highlanders here. That stings, and it stings hard. And that's just, we have a whole half to play, but that is just a real dagger. Zero at halftime would have been just a great development against this team. you have to credit the attacker, Greg Doherty there. He corrected his mistake from the first time, and he wasn't going to make that same mistake again. We'll see you in the second half. Hi, thank you.
Oh, yeah, I like your hair. Oh.
And looks like we're back on air. Thanks for the signal, Bill. And second half has begun. And the Highlanders suffered a huge attack by Masconomet at the end of the first half. 1-0 their lead. It's exactly what the Highlanders did not want, because now they have to spend, after playing so well during the first half up until the end, after playing so well, now they have to play catch-up here in the second half versus a highly ranked, undefeated giant in eastern Massachusetts. And this is one tough road to hoe right now. It actually goes without saying that the next goal scored this afternoon has to come from the Highlanders, because even though it's 1-0 against this team, they're very much in a hole right now. Spencer striking that ball through. Was hoping to find Ethan sneaking in, or Series. Odovan. Elliott. And pass a little bit off. Their passing has to be sharp. And referees getting things organized here. Jose will reposition himself and will play on. There's Jose with the steal. Cross coming, easy pickup for Erico. Elliott now trying to field that ball, creeping in though. Oh, what a save by Luke, and no! Masconomet cannot score. Luke made the initial stop, the rebound came, and big number 14, of course they're all big, Justin D'Orlando had the wide open net, and he just tapped the ball over the crossbar. No goal for Masconomet. And that is what you call dodging a bullet. Should be 2-0 Masconomet. We're quite fortunate it is not. Luke did a nice job in goal. The goal would not have been his fault. But it remains 1-0 here. But I have to state again, that one goal that Masco scored before the half really hurt. On the run again, number 14, D'Orlando, with Elliott guarding, and he can't make a play there. Nice job by Elliott Rip, number 5, Captain Elliott Rip. Has been a mainstay on the varsity now. He's worked his way up to his senior year and is a captain. He's a stalwart defender. He's not working with those seniors anymore from that great team that graduated. The Marcelo Brosiners, the Franciscos, the Tyrones, the Julians, the Luis Guerras. We remember number 11, Peru. such a great team, great bunch of young men, Hall of Famers in this program all around. They're moving on to bigger and better things. They're all off to college, doing their thing. And the reload and the rebuild of this Highlander team is what 2014 is going to be about. And we look at 2015 and the autumn of 2016 as hopefully we will be back up on top in Eastern Massachusetts. At least that's the plan. The Highlanders are going to have to take their licks, and they have thus far in this 2014 season, as the learning process for these underclassmen is underway. We are confident that the time will come where our team, the Highlanders, will be dishing out a lot of what they're receiving now in the future, and again in 2015 and 2016. Set piece, Spencer, cross, who's there? Masconomet with their height defends. Jonathan Argueta, Pedro touch, and after some physicality, the whistle's blown, and Erico, the goalkeeper from Masconomet, will put the ball back into play. 34 minutes to go in this match. And boy, it would be a lot better if the score had stayed 0-0. D'Orlando again, number 14. He would love another crack at Luke's goal there. Luke, our goalkeeper. Elliott to Pedro. Now Jonathan. Ball cleared. Spencer. Spencer able to fend the man off. Luke clears. Jonathan. Spencer now. Spencer playing a much better match. He's only a sophomore. He's been doing a lot of learning throughout his freshman year, and now in the month of September, he is really stepping up his game this afternoon. And again, Spencer only a sophomore. Sarthak, Paolo, the freshman. Series Odovan, only a sophomore. Jonathan Argueta, he's a junior. The only seniors out there are the three captains. And a shot from Masconomet just wide. Almost 2-0 there. So a goal kick for the Highlanders. That was an impressive attack by Masconomet. And what a goal we just saw. The cross coming from Justin D'Orlando and the header finish. 2-0 Masconomet, and what a goal that was. And I am looking at number 18 on the goal. His name is Greg Doherty, and he is able to convert. 2-0 Masconomet. Extremely impressive fashion was that goal executed. That was some great soccer. What a cross from number 14, D'Orlando, putting it right up in the air, and again, the height advantage, header right into the goal. Not much Luke could do there. Elliott tried to save the ball. And is it a corner kick? It looks like it is from Masconomet. We are at the half an hour mark to go. And the Highlanders now down 2 goals, and they're in some deep trouble against this high-powered Masconomet team. This would officially end the Highlanders' first half of their schedule. A total of 18 matches or games, and this is obviously match number 9. And it looks like they'll probably end the first half with a record of 2 wins and 7 losses. However, with the second half of the season coming, they really have made an effort to turn over this new leaf here. They have been impressive several times this afternoon, even though they're down 2. And through the month of October, can they turn it around? That's the question. Will it happen this afternoon? Most likely no. Down 2 goals against this team. But there is reason for hope. Jose, Jonathan, Spencer, Jonathan again. Ethan, Jason, Montiel, Jamie, Ethan, Jonathan, Spencer. Ball played in. And after the physicality by Orlando, a little collision there with Elliott. He'll put that back in play. Matthew Abrantes, hopefully he's okay there. He kind of really dug his cleat into the turf, into the artificial turf there, and hopefully he didn't turn something the wrong way. He was tripped up by the opponent, and I don't know if he maybe turned an ankle or something. Hopefully it's not his knee. And the Highlanders now, can they straighten out the end of this season? Next Thursday, they play Drake-it. They host Drake-it. We will be bringing you that match. And again, that will be game 1 of the second half of the season for them. And I think that's the way they really should look at it. We've played 9 matches. That's over now. Now we have 9 more to start the second half. And there's the deflection and the goal. Number 24 is Aiden Hart. And there was a little bit of a deflection, but his foot struck the ball perfectly. And the goal in the top left corner. And that ball just zinged right at that top corner. Again, at the lack of a better term. And Luke, I don't even think he had any chance. That was coming about 90 miles an hour and well up on the top right corner there where Grandma keeps her peanut butter jar. That's a hockey phrase. Anyway, it is. Get some security here up in this booth. Too many visitors here, Bill. Too many people. Finish. Nice job. And again, we apologize for this extracurricular conversation during the broadcast. There's way too many micromanagers up here in the booth, and we play on here. 3-0 Masconomet, 25 minutes to go. Sarthek now will leave it for his teammate Spencer. And Erico, the goalkeeper for Masconomet, great job keeping there, punching out that ball. And Masconomet on that counterattack. And Elliott doing a nice job defensively with the slide tackle. This Masconomet team tough to stop. Sarthek heading that ball away. Jonathan, Sarthek, Yoni. Hopefully he'll be spending a lot of time in the fitness class at Somerville High School. Once he's a little bit more fit, he will be a force to be reckoned with, we're told. Yoni again here, nice little move. Masconomet again, first touch. And number 28 on the attack there is Kevin Gilbert. Went one-on-one with Luke, and he's earned his team the corner kick. So number 15 for Masconomet is Tyler Brown, and he is going to attempt to assist his teammates, or at least one of his teammates, for a fourth goal. The Highlanders need to be vigilant here, mark their people. Ball incoming, a low strike, very surprising with all the height they have. Why not put the ball in the air? Under 22 minutes to go in this match. Some more substitutions. Neither coach calling a timeout. Seeing how the match has gone now, it's probably not necessary at this point. But the Highlanders, again, you have to look at all of the competition that they've been playing throughout the first half of the season in Eastern Massachusetts. I've mentioned it previously on earlier broadcasts, but they're playing the best teams in Eastern Massachusetts non-league. And even in our own league, you have Medford and Malden, who are just excellent. And as we found out, Everett is pretty impressive too. They were able to defeat the Highlanders. So loaded with talent all around are the Highlander opponents. They played Belmont, Lexington, Brockton, Masconomet here this afternoon. Boston Latin. All teams who will be highly seeded in the state tournament. The Highlanders not taking a day off at all. There's never a lunch break on the schedule. Drake will not be easy next Thursday. But the Highlanders will have a chance to be victorious there. And again, that would be match 1 for them of the second half of the season. With 9 matches to go, there is still light at the end of the tunnel. What would they like to do? Well, they'd like to qualify for the tournament. And to do that, they would have to be at least 500. I don't think they're going to get in as far as placement in the Greater Boston League. Although they play each of the other 3 teams one more time, they would have to have a lot of things go their way, even if they won them, even if they won all 3 of them. And Yoni with the score after some nice passing, and the young man has just made this match 3-1. He gets a little high five there from Coach Tiago. So a 3-1 soccer match. And again, that goal at the end of the first half really hurt. There's something to be excited about. The Highlanders just need to keep working here. But there is something to be positive about, and that's the fact that they've played much better this afternoon against what could be a team headed to that North Sectional final this year. They could be North Sectional champion for all we know, Masconomet. Taking over for the 2-time defending champions, our Highlanders. They have played well this afternoon. Drake is match number 1 of the second half of the season. And if the boys can keep their heads screwed on straight and focus, they have the talent to be competitive the rest of the way. 9 matches to go. It starts with Drake on Thursday. With 18 minutes approximately to go in this one, the Highlanders, though down by 2 goals, they have, again, been impressive at times. And they've gone toe-to-toe with Masconomet for much of this match. You can actually see glimpses of how the future can potentially look here as these kids mature more and more, these young underclassmen. Masconomet again on the attack there. Great play by Elliott defensively. Just a great, great play. Masconomet looking a little bit too complacent back there, and the Highlanders will have a little bit of a turnover here. All they needed to do was restart with their back line, and they got a little bit careless. Well, they know that there's no need to panic, up 2 goals, but they really should be a little bit more disciplined in their back line play. They really should not be so relaxed. Elliott doing a nice job outrunning his man. And it looks like, not really sure why they're calling this here. Did the ball go out of bounds? Okay, the ball did go out of bounds. Down to 16 minutes to go. Luke, can you grab that? And The referee blew that whistle, and I think that saved the Highlanders a little bit there. Luke doing a nice job trying to get the ball, and he was bumped off the ball by the opponent. That's why the whistle blew. Restarting now, Spencer. Spencer, again, has just played a much better match than I've seen him play this year. Jonathan Argata. Erico clearing. Highlanders trying to come up with another attack here. 15 minutes to go in this match. Ball played back to Luke. Luke will clear. Spencer, can he keep the ball in play? He does. That's a situation I would have liked to have seen Spencer just bang that ball forward to his attackers. And again, up here in the press box, we need to point out that this is not a living room. Elliott now, Spencer. So Masconomet now, as I listen to a few of their student body cheering them on, trying to continue the pressure. Jamie from midfield. Gonna move it back to the 35-yard line of the football field. Now we play on. Alex, nice little flick, Paolo with the flicker pass. Odovin, the boys from Winter Hill going to work here. Tiago now leaving it for Jose. Coach Tiago with some instructions. Ball played through. Paolo there. Jonathan. And that young freshman, Paolo Andrade. Very tricky with his feet. So talented. But again, only a freshman. He will mature physically throughout his high school career, and he will be a much better player his sophomore, junior, and senior years. Elliott, Jamie, Paolo, Jason. And again, the Highlanders looking much more impressive this afternoon than they have, I think, all season long. Even though they're down 3-1, I think they've played, at least here at home at Dilboy, they've played their best match of the season. And with a corner kick now, 11 and a half minutes to go, can somehow, some way, the Highlanders convert here? Now, again, they're going to be converting with a lot of height. You can see a couple of the starters coming back into the match from Masconomet. A few of the secondary players, since they were up 3-0, have been in there. And there's the 2-on-1, the cross coming, and Paolo tried to shoot that. Spencer, boy, I wish Paolo could have gotten a foot on that. He kind of whiffed there, and if he had gotten a foot, that may have been a goal. May have been 3-2. Jason, Yoni there. Second goal. He does it. He scores. 3-2. And who is this young man? Where is he from? He's number 23. His name is Yoni. And with 10:30 to go, it's a 3-2 soccer match. And I can't believe it. Yoni, a magician out there. The only player in Somerville High School history I've ever referred to as the Magic Man is our boy Tyrone. But that was a pretty nifty little goal. I don't know how he beat Erico there, but it is 3-2. Yoni with his second goal of the match. And now we're down to 10 minutes left. So there is time to tie this thing. And the relaxed nature of Masconomet over the last, I would say, 15 minutes of play has really kind of bit them in the rear end. The coaching staff has made some substitutions, playing some secondary players, and rightfully so. They were up 3 goals. But again, playing a little bit too relaxed was Masconomet here, and they're going to have to try to hold on to this lead now. They were up 3-0. It's now 3-2. And his name is Yoni. And he's a member of this team. And again, I cite the fact he needs to become a little bit more fit. It's not an attempted insult on my part. Just stating the fact he needs to train a little bit more, work on his body, but he very definitely has the soccer skill. He has scored both of the Highlander goals, but that last goal there, Erico, the Masconomet goalkeeper, was all over that ball, and somehow Yoni picked his pocket, took that ball and flicked it right over and into the goal. I am just amazed. More substitutions here. Masconomet in a situation where they now resting a lot of their big guns, bringing them back in. D'Orlando, number 14. Number 7 there is Caleb Hanna trying to go to work. And here's number 17, Regan Cherie. And the Highlanders are going to have to defend now their end. We're down to close to 7.5 minutes. Here's Jose, the attack beginning for the Highlanders. You can see number 23 in front of the goal there. Yoni. Montiglione here. He'll shoot. Oh, my goodness. Who is this kid? One of the important things here is we have to make sure the press box is all cleaned up for the Dilboy staff. We'll do that at the end of the broadcast. Ethan clearing through, and you can see now their point man at the attack position right now is Yoni. They have Sarthak up there with him, number 9. And kind of reeling right now, kind of on their heels is Masconomet. I never thought I'd say that, especially after a 3-0 lead and an undefeated team. One of the top-ranked teams in Eastern Massachusetts. Jamie. Counterattack, Masco. That will be squashed by Ethan. However, that pull on the body, pull on the shirt there will award possession to Masconomet. We're down to 6 minutes, and again, I have to cite the goal right before halftime. Very much the difference right now, and that just hurt them. Big time. Nice defending there by Jason. George barking out to play quickly because time is of the essence. If they were to squeeze out a draw here against Masconomet down 3-0, my goodness. Handball by Paolo, not called. He was kind of shoved down on top of the ball. Referee moving him back. The official there. Jamie now. He's trying to listen to Coach George, and George yelling out Spencer's name, so he gets the ball right to Spencer. Jose, Ethan. But I think there's a lot of reason to have some high hopes for this Highlander team. They have played impressively. Again, they still may not win this match, but they have really done one heck of a job this afternoon. Even while they were down 3-0, they had still competed with and at times outplayed Masconomet. And they didn't give up at all here. And they're going right to work on Masconomet right now. We're down to just about 4 minutes left. No one chased the ball that just rolled into the forest. I wonder if they forgot all about it because they're so into the match. Some young man later on will probably find a free soccer ball. Luke here fields the ball. Elliott. He has Spencer on the outside. He goes to him. Jose on the wing. And now the attack is on for the Highlanders. Ball pointed through. Erico there with the catch. Nice keeping there. He will clear with 3.5 minutes to go. What are the best the Highlanders can hope for? Actually, it probably would be a draw at this point with so little time left. But there is much reason to be positive. Paolo trying to work with Jason there. Masconomet on the attack. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. Cross coming. Defended nicely. Jason, get rid of it. Don't wait too long, son. And he waited just a little too long. Highlander possession, 3 minutes to go, approximately, in this match. Again, once our scoreboard here at Dilboy hits the 2-minute mark, the official clock in the referee's hands on his wrist. Jamie, Elliott, probably go to Spencer here. Spencer now. Will he zing this ball in? You know who wants the ball is Yoni calling for it. And the height of Masconomet coming through here on this attack. And they are just about at the 2-minute mark here. Jonathan Argata, nice footwork. Soccer skill being displayed. Yoni has had his right arm up now for the last minute or two. He wants the ball. He wants to score again. He wants to tie this match. However, Masconomet and D. Orlando will have themselves a corner kick. And what the Highlanders need to do right now is obviously defend the corner kick, but they need to turn this corner kick into a counterattack, and it needs to be extremely quick. And it looks like it's a throw-in. I actually felt like that crossed the goal line. Yeah, and it did. It's been verified that that ball did cross the goal line, and the referee missed it. And what do we have here? We have Jose coming off. Spencer now. And for Coach George and Tiago, they're just getting to know their team too. They switched around some positions a little bit, trying to learn some things about their own team. And what is one of the things they learned this afternoon? They have this man, Yoni, number 23, new player, and now they know they have an attacker who can put the ball into the net. So they've learned something today, the coaching staff has. Very positive day in what will most likely be a one-goal loss. And they have the whole second half of the season to go again. And they can really put together a strong second half if they keep playing the way they did today. It is extremely possible. A lot of positive. They will fall to 2-7 if they don't score here, but I would say that this is really brought out some good news for this team. They have just played much, much better. I'm just wondering how much time is left now. See if any of the officials are checking their watches. Elliott will clear. They're trying to get the ball upfield right now. They know it's only seconds. Is Yoni 23. I think he's taking a fitness class at Somerville High School, so he'll be able to run those down. Spencer, Elliott, how much time is left? Is the official checking the watch? And that was not a good turnover there. They needed to execute. And this should just about do it, this attack here. I'm sure there just can't be much time left. And we'll see now, anyone checking their watches. A third Highlander goal would have been terrific, but that again, that one goal right before halftime was just very tough pill to swallow there. Very tough to battle back from. Can hear some of the student body from Masconomet. They're wondering how much time is left. And the referee actually did just check his watch. Ball played through. Masco defends. Stepping up Jamie. Whose ball is it as far as possession? And that will do it. Highlanders hard fought. Masconomet will remain undefeated. But credit Somerville this afternoon. They battled and they showed their talent and they showed they can play against the best in the state. And we will see you next Thursday for Drake It. And we also have a girls match this coming Monday to bring you. Bill Trudell, great job on camera. This is Educational Channel 15. We will see you next time. Let's